So in 60 tone, 10 kilohertz, 10 recovery speed, park program. $60 tone, right? Definitely something there, right? It's a coin. It's a dime at about 2 inches deep, right there. That's acceptable for me. I'm liking it. 6 tone and 4 tone weren't really responding well to that coin there. Let's see. I'll try another post here. Try another post. 10 kilohertz, that close to the post right here. A couple inches deep here, right there. Dime. Yeah, hit it. I'm not hitting it this way though. Definitely getting an alerting tone that something is down there, but it's not a really good alerting tone. So 10 kilohertz works good for around the bigger pipes there. And all tot lots have different size pipes, right? I want to find that happy medium where I'm going to have the best luck for just one setting for a tot lots, right? So I'll just go over right here. What are my chances at finding a coin right here? Right. What are my chances at finding a coin right there? Right there. Very high, right? Very high, right? All right, come over here. Not doing it, right? Come over this side here. See if it's doing the same thing over here. Right? Wow, man. I'm liking that a lot, man. I'll take it out there and show you. Right? That alerting tone. That's what I'm looking for. That alerting tone. Right? Now I'll come over to underneath here. And these are the tricky spots. Underneath the structures are the tricky spots, because if you have a long detector, you're going to struggle, because if you can't collapse it down, even if you cannot collapse it down, or even if you can collapse it down, you're still not able to rotate on your targets, right? And get into those tight spots, right? The Deus 1, I can take that shaft out of there and just leave my shaft, take the coil out and leave my shaft over here and get underneath there and rotate around the targets there, because it's just a small coil, right? But with this setup here, I have to drop it short here, right? Drop it short here. And people lose coins underneath here and rings right underneath here, right? You guys have seen me find jewelry in spots just like this, right? Right there. Right there. $10 kilohertz, 60 tone, park program, gains at 25. Freaking hell yeah, man. Small coils are the way to go, man. Small coils are the way to go, man, in top lots. And they're loaded with jewelry, I'm telling you. Let's get up right next to that iron right there. Let's see how far I can push it right here. There. Oh, freaking hell yeah, man. Bring it on, man. Watch this. Is it? Oh, hell yeah, man. Wow, man. This little coil is doing pretty damn good, I would say, right? Because there's a big iron right here, right? There's a big iron right here, see? Overload. If you have a big coil when you're in a taut lot, can you do this with a big coil? Right there. You can't do that with a big coil, right? There's just no way, man. There's no way, dude. Right. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Let's try a ring. Let's try a ring right here. So this iron is a lot closer to the coil there. I'll bury this one, right, that ring right there. See if it'll hit it. Oh yeah, big time. Let's do it. Now I'll do it without it in there, if I can find it again. What a pleasing tone, man. $10 kilohertz are working really good. Now let's see how deep it'll go. Let's see how deep it'll hit this target here. Right. Will it hit a ring deeper? Of course it will. Of course it'll hit a ring deeper. Right there. Let's test it, man. Let's test it. How far can it actually go? How far, what's the potential of this coil, right? The depth potential. It's not the penetration potential. The penetration potential is through earth. I'm not digging in earth here, right? This is basically an air test right here because the top lot does not have dirt or minerals in it, right? Let's see what she can do. About 6 inches there. Oh boy, it's struggling on that one, isn't it? Okay. Gonna have to get that coil away from there. Let's see if it'll hit it. At 25 gain here. 25 gain here. Frickin' hell yeah. Sounds quiet, right? Right there. Right there. Frickin' hell yeah, man. This little 6-inch coil, it's gonna be deadly in the top lots, man. It's gonna be deadly in the top lots, man. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love testing machines, man. It's my favorite part about metal detecting is testing machines and testing them to the limits. Knowing really what chances you have of finding targets, right? And that's how you can find more stuff. That's how you can be more successful as a metal detectorist, is if you test your machine and know the limits of that program, those settings, that coil, the detector, where you can actually take it, right? Some guys were saying, some guys were saying, oh, the Tesoro will do that. The Tesoro will do that. I know it'll do it, but will it do it when it's pouring down rain? Nope, it won't. When your Tesoro breaks, what's gonna happen? You're probably gonna have to get a different detector because there ain't no parts for them Tesoros nowadays, right? It's gonna cost you a lot of money to get that machine fixed. These newer machines are a lot more durable and they're waterproof and they don't take batteries, right? Yes, the tutorials will hit these targets that my dais is hitting, and that the Legend is hitting with the 6-inch coil. But can you do it for a long period of time? Can you do it in the rain? Can you get under those tight spots there underneath the top lots? No, you can't, because those tutorials only go to like 3.5 feet in length, right? This thing goes to 25 inches, right? It compacts down to 25 inches. I don't see a tesoro out there in the pouring down rain in tot lots, right? I just don't, right? Will you see this setup right here in the pouring down rain in tot lots? All the frickin' time, man, because this is the machine that I'm going to be using in the tot lots for a little while here. I'm gonna compare it against my dais a few times. And I know the dais is a lot more versatile, because the dais, I can take the shaft out, right? I can rid of all this stuff and all this stuff and just have the coil underneath those tight spots where other guys are just not able to get to with these longer machines and these bulky machines, because it's tight underneath there, right? This is a tight one. You have very little chance of finding stuff underneath there, but it was performing very well here. See? Now watch. Now watch. I'll take this ring right here. I don't really find a lot of rings underneath here anyway. I mean, sure, there might be some rings underneath here, but I'll put it right there. Right there. About 3.5 inches deep right here. Take it out of there. See if it responds the same way. Here's the ring right here. Right? That's what I'm freaking talking about right there, man. I'll go deeper with it. Go deep. See what it's gonna do here. Laying flat right there. Let's see what it can do. No. 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 Ain't gonna do it. Not that deep. Right. Can you do that with a tesoro? I don't think so. I've never seen a tesoro that short, right? Tesoros are not waterproof, and they're not very durable. They break, right? Tot lots, when you're around this big iron here, you have a risk of breaking your coil ear off, you know, like with your Equinox or whatnot. The Equinox have weak coil ears on them, and if you smack your coil up against that iron right there, snap, you're gonna break your coil off. If you're using a tesoro and that coil ear breaks off, you're gonna have to fix it. And the parts for tesoros are very expensive. Do you see that coil ear breaking off? No, you do not see that coil ear ever breaking off, right? Just a fact of the beast here, right? Those older machines are outdated now, right? They're bulky, they take batteries, they're not waterproof, and they're expensive to fix, right? This machine has been tested, truly tested by a lot of people, and they just don't break. The Simplex shaft and the Legend shaft are the same. I have tried to destroy my Simplex, but it just still keeps on going and going and going and going and going. This machine is the same thing, right? Almost an indestructible machine, right? And this is a multi-frequency machine too, right? It's a multifaceted machine. you can take this thing underwater. If you really want to go to the beach, you know, I haven't really seen a lot of great beach finds yet. Just wait for some updates here. And multi-frequency machines can go on the beach. Tesoros cannot, right? Have you ever seen a Tesoro on the beach? Nope, because it's a single frequency machine. You take any single frequency machine out to the wet beach, you're in big trouble, man. You guys are gonna have, with the Tesoros, they are good machines in the iron, but they're just not an all-around good machine because they're just older technology. Yes, they do work good in the iron, but when they break, they're expensive to fix. And the coils, you know, a lot of the coils have to be, you know, updated. You know, take that styrofoam out of there and have to replace the coil and whatnot if you can find a new coil for it. But you know, this detector is going to have some new coils out here that are going to be pretty freaking amazing, right? It's not only going to be the 6-inch coil and the 11-inch coil, it's going to be other coils. You know, here probably in a few months, you know, maybe in a year or so, we're going to have a lot more coils than just a 6-inch coil. But I think this 6-inch coil is deadly in the tot lots. The perfect size coil for tot lots. Maybe a little bit bigger, like a 7-inch coil would have been perfect for this machine. Hopefully they can come out with a concentric coil, because concentric coils, you know, that's what it needs. It needs a concentric coil. You know, that's my opinion. To have an all-around good machine and to be very versatile, you have to have at least one concentric coil option for that detector. Look at the Amphibio, it has 2 different coil options, concentric coil options. You got a 9-inch and a 7-inch, and that 7-inch on the Amphibio is really good in the tot lots. It works really good in the tot lots, and it works different than double D coils. You know, I'm not going to really get into the details about how they perform different on different iron, different size of iron and depth, and you know, round targets and whatnot. Well, there we go. The Legend is performing very well in the tot lots, and I knew that. You know, it just took a little bit of dialing in. You know, it's not going to work very good in multi-frequency because it does overload on the big pipes. But single frequency, 10 kilohertz, 60 tone. Doesn't matter what really gain you have. Drop it down a little bit. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.